of the milestones set at the 2063, then the time is now to listen to the voices of such persons, such indigenous innovators, such patriots as Apostle Engineer Kantanka. They need, and Apostle Engineer Dr. Kantanka needs to be assisted and supported. The Apostle Engineer Dr. Kantanka, the innovator, philosopher, and inventor, is saying to you, African governments, and I'm saying this as if he's putting my mouth. He's saying, one, Africa has what it takes to develop resources, men and women, above all, the brain. Two, African inventions are as good as any inventions elsewhere. Three, Africa products must be patronized by Africans. Governments must lead the effort. The solution to Africa's development deficit, four, lies in innovation in science and technology, baked in the African furnaces. Five, so Africa remains a continent with crisis, there is no crisis of dynamism, of innovative ideas, and of optimism in Africa. What we need is pioneering inventiveness and political courage. Chairman, the development direction of every country is first and foremost a political decision. Support the Star of Africa to transform the process of science and technology.
Use it. This
build
is the
of
one.
Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for attention.
Of the Crystal Association of Ghana, Nana Kwaku Safo Akofuna.
That is showed about my father. I almost told the guys who are in charge of the production that I mean, if you have a father, or let me just move from the son-father relationship and straight to a Ghanaian, a man, and I want to now Yeboah. If you have someone, the part even killed me was when they show a particular message that he has been preaching for decades. I mean, there's nothing new that he's saying, but the question is, the message that he's sending across, has it been accepted? How are we embracing the whole Kantanka philosophy and idea? I, for one, I keep telling the team that I work with, we will do everything in our power. As he said, to me, Sebe, Mesika, Yeboah, to me, Sisa, or my in our shepherd. At times when I have speeches that I have to read, and I look at Yoma, I work for Mankasa, and Emma, the kind of ending. And so, Sabio Yan, I have coached a who's every cat also. It's going to be a mechanical. Mr. Chairman, Your Excellency, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he called a few days ago that he couldn't make it. Dr. Vladimir Njidanso, my little big father, everything, brother. And Njidanso was I want to post to go from Yeboah. He's my father. He's one of the people that I look up to a lot. Emeritus Professor, Apostle Dr. Engineer Kwaku. I cannot mention your name and stand. Papa, you won't want to say Edmund. Beginning of all greatness, we see here today the founder of Crystal Asafo Mission, the chairman of the Kantanka group of companies and pioneer of a new African age. I salute you, sir. Heads of governments and representatives gathered here, members of parliament, chiefs and traditional custodians of the land, invited dignitaries, church heads, men, Emma, the media, all protocol duly observed. Joy doesn't begin to explain the feeling when I think of this historic future that we are building here today. It has been far delayed, yet could not come at a much better time than 2021. As Africa slowly returns to economic productivity following the wake of COVID-19 last year, a new era is here for its countries to make a stance. How reliant are we willing to be a continent? As nationalism, or simply put, my country first, grows on the global scale in the scramble for COVID-19 vaccines and knowledge sharing, and the struggle for military economic supremacy, how long would we continue to abandon tomorrow's investments, the innovative minds and tech giants Africa has? And the best solutions to our internal problems really be ones borrowed from the outside? I remember one of the things my father said when he was speaking. Ubi again, Ubamu Ubi Flu Kum, no Dad Papa, and the bro. Sabio, Upa, can the best solutions be from the borrowed ones from outside? Were we blessed with all these natural resources only to beg for arms from the West? These are questions upon which the Tech Expo was built. The Crystal Asafo Mission of Ghana and its founder, Emeritus Professor, Apostle Dr. Engineer Kwaku have always believed in the potential of Africans for a greater good. The wildest scientific prowess of the so-called developed world are possible here too. It is the very concept for which Apostle Safo, an unconventional preacher from the midst of it, has made so much sacrifices, personally and financially. As we say, the world has never seen the light of it. It is the head preacher was virtually penniless. Many Ghanaians grew up with annual mental images of exhibition show, bags of corn, machines of all types, and an exuberant Apostle Safo always echoing the Pan-African agenda. Yet, the vital message had been delivered. Gradually informed the young generation across the nation that it was possible and still is. 1 year became 2. The tech show grew into a decade, then another. Every year meant something new for Apostle Safo and the Crystal Asafo Mission of Ghana. He researched into applied science, herbal medicine, and practical technology. Intelligence, Apostle Safo had been experimenting on machines with feelings and what if televisions have stimuli responding to human touch. The aim of modern inventions is to give machines as much as human touch and reasoning as possible. Billions of dollars are being spent globally on the possibility of giving machines emotions response and whether that could be better for mankind. As the times evolve, so did the technology of the annual machine. And so did the exhibition itself. We have seen our fair share of a church and pioneer of United Tech for Development. We have survived 50 years as a mission and 41 years of exhibition by remaining relevant, daring to defy the status quo, and keeping staunch our belief in the virtue of black excellence and emancipation.
Okay. Yeah, that can be used for
the annual Features of Agriculture and Tech Exhibition show us now evolve into the Kantanka Tech Expo, opening our doors to brains across Africa, willing to make change on the continent through the impact of technology. This is the priesthood as a mission of Ghana. This is Kantanka, and this is going to be an expo to remember. I promise you the best of experiences as you cruise through the 3 days of this maiden event. Expect groundbreaking innovations on sustainable technology. Get ready to experience refreshing discoveries in the field of green energy. Most of you are not particularly fond of the recent surges in fuel prices. I know, it's in fuel where they offer. Well, our solution might not interest you and your family alone, but the entire world. You could save up, move about more efficiently, keep yourself healthier in the process. It is definitely a showcase and presentation on its same platform that you would not want to miss. Kantanka understands the times in Africa's handicap in the war against climate change. The UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has currently identified the continent as the most vulnerable in that sector. Unfortunately, most of us think global warming and climate change are fancy English names. Aberobia Michelle in review, global warming, yes, and I say, however, we are more likely to suffer its effects, as Ghana and parts of Africa are agrarian economies. We depend heavily on the weather, and bad weather is not great for crop yield. This can lead to food insecurity, which is a great threat to survival of mankind, especially those of us in Africa. Smart farming and other sustainable agro-technology are the way forward. And we cannot wait to share some of Ghana's great homemade solutions with you. Our very own World Technical University are participating in this year's Expo with quite an interesting agricultural innovation. I have no doubt they will change your life for the better as Kantanka goes green to ensure a better continent and world. Finally, this Expo will feature some of the finest artificial intelligence and advanced technologies that this continent has got to offer. Look out for swift dynamics and more brainy youngsters working hard and coding Africa to a new age. We have worked so hard to provide you with the ultimate experience these 3 days, as we integrate culture and technology to give you the best of Africa. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in giving a special standing ovation to the man who began it all, our timeless man of the moment, here at Kantanka, Emeritus Professor, Dr. Engineer Thank you all so much. I am sure Apostle is proud of his legacy. We all are. Permit me to end this speech with the words of Ghana's great founding fathers who wrote in the often forgotten third stanza of the national anthem, "Raise high the flag of Ghana and one of Africa advance, black star of hope and honor, All those who thirst for liberty, where the banner of Ghana freely flies, may the way of freedom truly lie. Arise, arise, O sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore. It is indeed a great time to unite Africa for development, transforming the frontiers of science and technology to build the future of our continent. Do relax and enjoy the rest of the program. While Professor Kantanka was speaking, he mentioned about the government purchasing Kantanka vehicles. I cannot stand here and say they haven't so far. NIA, National Identification Authority for Air Forestry, Trade Ministry, Honorable Alan Tremantin, and then other agencies in government, MMDAs, municipal districts, any other government agencies are Omato Kantanka, the recent one on Asinkra, Yeboah, Yeboah, delivery, almost 87 pickups are Omato free NIA, the fancy and more Edema. Echo say, I can support your idea, you can. So much idea, you know, see, if you thank you.
And once again, applause for our CEO, Kantanka. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to usher us into the future provided by Kantanka, special presentations starting with Swim Dynamics Robotics. Let's give it up for them.
How about good evening. From the University of Cape Coast and Kwaku University of Science and Technology respectively. My team, with sponsorship from Kantanka, has been able to design and develop
that we move in front of it as it's showing on the screen. Okay, so let me move in depth with some of the features that is on the Klabi robot operating system.